This is Something Somewhere with LEGO Creation and Syncroframe, WhiteFist. WhiteFist here is my personal entry into the sort of narrative that fellow LEGO Transformer creator, IX, who I'm sure is personally filing a lawsuit against me at this point, has spent whoever knows how long fabricating and writing the narrative of the Syncroframes, a series of fighting minifig scale robots, which this guy is, and the sort of story that follows that. And I don't know personally what it is, but this is my sort of entry into it. Here's my character, WhiteFist. As his name would imply, his fists are indeed white. In fact, they are, other than his belt, which that is what that is, it's supposed to be a belt. It's the only part of him that is white. It's very intentional sort of character design. I wanted to give him very sort of blocked off kind of proportions. I wanted a lot of his weight to be up in his arms and have his legs more so be just there for structural support. I wanted him to be sort of this all bark and no bite kind of character. I like to imagine he's this prototype, not even that, of this rich, pompous jerk who thinks he's better than everyone because of his money and his wealth, and he has, proposed to be the highest functioning, mech in the scene when it's actually, one of the worst, physically built ones. So I imagine this guy is pretty wimpy and doesn't last very long in fights. But he looks very intimidating, and that's really the main part, is what I wanted to go for. I wanted him to look very sleek and professional, kind of like something that a rich jerk would make to sort of show off. And I thought that having this gold and white sort of aesthetic would kind of help bolster that. Now, IX has himself said that the story that he's writing, using the word writing in a loose sense, I don't really know how he's doing it, but the idea and the story that he's trying to tell probably won't involve, higher up rich people, the elites and stuff. I think he said it's more so like underground sort of scene fighting. So this guy, as a character, at least as I've envisioned him, probably wouldn't be too prevalent in whatever his narrative is, but I still have fun with him regardless, so you can too. Ultimately, that's really all I had to say about him, other than giving off a slight showcase of his model. I gave him these sort of pseudo-implied hydraulics here up in the thighs, and a lot of grill plating, and actually interesting detail, I used the same sort of method that I used for Arrow on his codpiece right here on this guy, so I thought that was kind of an interesting callback. He's got sort of full articulation. This can bend, not all the way though. This is on a swivel, it can swivel out, it can side kick out, can't kick forward though. These are universal though. These can go in all directions. And of course his head is can tilt side to side, it can look up a little bit, and it can look down a lot. But, yeah, it's got, like, a little golden ingot, kind of, as, like, jewelry, or, like, just more flexing, I guess. You know, what rich people think intimidating looks like. But, yeah, that's WhiteFist. That's really all I had to say about him. For size comparison, here he is next to a minifigure. A pencil. And of course, a Dr. Pepper can. But yeah, that's really all I had to say about this guy. So, this has been Something Somewhere with Lego Creation, Syncroframe, WhiteFist. And I'll see you next time.
Warning, legalized nuclear bombs.